What is up, guys? Liam here. Welcome back to another video in real life instead of in the gaming world. So, for those of you who don't know, back in, God, I don't remember, probably around, I think it was March 2020, I built a ship named the SS Spirit of Edward, and then in April of 2020, I uploaded a video onto this channel, which currently stands as the oldest video on this channel. I mean, there were videos before it, but they aren't up anymore. But since that is the oldest video on the channel currently, and we've hit 200 subscribers, I've decided I wanted to do something. I wanted to remake it. I wanted to remake that video in a way, not entirely, but the SS Spirit of Edward is what I've remade, and guess what I also found? From the original SS Spirit of Edward, this was something that was mounted behind the funnels. I think it was supposed to be a whistle or something, but it makes no sense. But still, I found it, and it's still intact, surprisingly, after over a year, nearly 2 years. But, yeah, I found that, so I figured that'd be cool to show. But, let me tell you, it's about to get a whole lot better when you realize what I've done, because I now present to you the largest ship I've made out of Legos thus far. The SS Spirit of Edward Remaster. Look at that. This thing's huge. Now, in the original design of the SS Spirit of Edward, or in the original Spirit of Edward storyline, yeah, Spirit of Edward lore, it got hit by a ship, but I've redesigned this ship completely from what it used to be, which was just some generic liner, to another generic liner, but it looks nothing like the old one. So here's the liner it struck, which doesn't even have a name. It's just some paddle wheeler that you can see. With that paddle wheeler out the way, let's move on to the actual Edward and give a tour of it. So starting with the bow, as you can see, the proportions are much, much better there. It's a whopping 5-stud tall hull plus the keel below. Now the keel, I've still made it the same way as the original SS Spirit of Edward, but that's just because that's the best way to make a keel for me. Anyways, moving on, let's start the tour. So right here we have the davits for the anchors, which I've seen on a lot of older liners, and this is supposed to be built in 1899. There you can see the anchor chains, a vent there, a staircase to the lower decks, some more bits here for mooring the ship, cargo hold, and a large boom that is kind of loose but doesn't swing to the side really. Anyway, there's 2 more cargo holds here, some more of the more bits, more bits. Vents and capstans over here, and some skylights, as well as some stairs up to the superstructure. So let me actually pull it forward here. So here's the superstructure start. Here's the tallest part of it here, which is a whopping 3 stories tall. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, and then the bridge is on the 3rd deck. Large bridge wings, not as big as the original ones, which are absolutely massive, but thin. So I'm not using that original bridge wing design, but this looks better, to be honest. In fact, this kind of reminds me of the SS Titan in a way. Kind of like the Stormworks SS Titan, although not accurate because cargo holds. Anyways, we have some vents up here on the bridge, which is wooden now. I like the idea of a wooden bridge. It looks very classic. Some vents, some areas back here. The taller superstructure for crew accommodation. Then we move to the main deck, where you can see I've decided to go for a different davit design this time. I might have done this in the past, but I think that using these for davits instead of the large joystick pieces is a lot better because the joystick pieces are multiple decks tall, so this honestly fits a lot better for the design. And plus, swinging them out, well, maybe a bit harder. At least I don't have to worry about them being loose or keeping them upright, because I can just swing them back and they'll clip into place. Anyways, onto the deck now. 4 funnels, I've kept that idea, although similar to the SS Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse, she only needs 2 funnels, but she has 4, just to make her look better. Anyways, you can see there's some more vent down here, some more ventilation, a skylight, another skylight, more vents, a bit of superstructure containing a staircase, which I was going to have a skylight on top of, but I elected, hey, wait a minute, wasn't the original the Spirit of Edward supposed to be really old? So I've added a sail mast onto here, square rigged. I think it looks pretty cool. Largely inspired by, this back part's largely inspired by a ship that I have a Build-A-Ship video coming up for soon. But, anyways, past the sail mast, you can see there's like a unit here for like cooling and whatnot, and there's another vent on the other side. Moving forward, another skylight, and the camera just bumped the mast. Another skylight and more vents. Again, there's a lot of vents here. I've been trying to put as much detail as I can. And I will be doing some more ocean liners, hopefully in the future, but I also want to do some more gun videos. Now let me bring the liner forward a bit. Again, more vents and skylights. This would also contain a staircase. Then moving back, we're nearly to the end of the main superstructure. Here we have more vents, and moving on to here, which is the last little bit, that sits above the engines, and that's the engine skylight with some vents down to the engine room. And here you can see more staircases on each side here, and some more bits. We can see the back of a boom on the aft mast, or I guess this would be the main mast. So this is the main mast, this is the mizzen mast, I think it's called, and then the forward mast, I'm not sure what it's called, I guess forward mast then. But anyways, moving back here, we have some more skylights inspired by the SS Great Britain. We have another, I think this is supposed to be like some deck equipment and a vent. 2 cargo hatches for cargo holds. And some more vents, more bits, capstans. And finally, one thing that I definitely wanted to keep was an aft superstructure at the very stern, which was originally supposed to be a smoking room. However, I've decided that's stupid, and instead I've made it just a dining room for 3rd class, or steerage class, that's it. So it has a large skylight going along there, which I think is very nice. It's a lot like a dining saloon, and 2 vents there, as well as superstructure hanging over the edge. I was considering adding lifeboats at the back, but I think it looks better without lifeboats at the back, to be honest. It could look cool, but I'm making this so it's 1898 built. However, I guess if you want in the lore, she was later equipped with gantry davits in 1930. Actually, no. Her sisters were equipped with gantry davits later. She sank in 1913. And again, this is a fictional ship that I've designed, so, yeah. And going to the very stern, I'm going to have to flip the ship around here, which is going to take a while. I'm going to actually have to do, like, a realistic ship maneuver of slowly turning around. But I'm going to, it doesn't really look like it at the stern, but I wanted to remind everyone that it does have 2 screws, not 3. It's not a triple screwed ship. It only has 2. Oh, wow, that's hard to get through this tight area here. And moving around to the stern, you can see there's a bit of wood back here, which is where the aft bridge is also going to be on top here, like the aft docking helm. And here's the fantail, and she has a rudder there. Now, it looks like there'd be a propeller here. There's not going to be, though. This is just there to help with vibrations. But the propellers would be sticking out around here-ish on either side. So, yeah. But anyways, that is the SS Spirit of Edward redesign, made out of Lego, of course. All of this was designed by me, hand-built, no instructions used, just made from scratch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, me remaking the SS Spirit of Edward. There's going to be some normal content after this, and I know a lot of you who were here from the beginning, who remember this, will be happy. But yeah, that's the SS Spirit of Edward. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time when I do basically whatever. Peace.